Alright guys, I'm going to go ahead and give you a quick demonstration of SAP Lumira. This is available on our remote desktop here. And this is just data visualization software from SAP. So we're going to go ahead and open it up. Mine's already open. And to get started, you're going to go ahead and hit File, New. From these little list of sources here, you're going to choose where you want your data to come from, say an Excel sheet or whatever. I'm going to use the sample data here, so I'm not actually going to import any of that, so I'll hit cancel. I'll go ahead and double click sales commission here, and this is going to give me some sales data, hypothetical sales data. Great, so if you go into this prepare section, the prepare is basically a way for you to look at all of the data that your visualizations are going to use, the underlying data here. So you can modify what was ever in your source data, and you can concatenate things, eliminate columns, rows, etc. Or you can also apply filters based on what you want to keep in there. Here. So once you've done that, you're going to go into visualize, and then you're going to choose which type of graph that you want to do, or different types of visualization. So you got a bar chart here, line chart, pie chart, heat map, scatter plot, geobubble, table, there's a numeric point, and then there's a box plot. So as you know, each of these different things kind of has their own advantages and disadvantages. Like if you want to show proportions, you're going to use a pie chart, etc. Geographic locations, obviously you're going to use one of these geobubble charts. So you choose one of these, and then once you've done that, you're going to go ahead and grab your measures and dimensions, and you just grab them and drag them into these spaces here for what you want to use. So say for instance we want to do a bar graph that shows our sales team managers and how each of them did regarding their lower quota and upper quota. We can go ahead and eliminate the year on that. So as you can see, it's really easy to operate this. Just kind of grab what you want, bring it over here, and put it in there. So yeah, here's a few examples of the different charts that are already created. Yeah, there's a bar graph. Here's an example of a table, heat map. That's all pretty straightforward. And once you have done that, you go into the compose section. So in compose, what you're going to do is, if I hit add page, then it gives you these templates for how you can combine the different graphs that you've created. So you choose one of the templates here, hit create, and then I take my individual graphs, which are shown as these slides over here, and then you can just drag them and drop them here. So there's your quota, team quota, quota attainment. Yeah, I can combine all of these different graphs, and then, you know, you change the title and make it appropriate. Quota data, something along those lines. And then, so doing that, you just create all the different slides that you want to share. And then you go into this share portion, and as you might guess, this gives you all the different options for you to share what you've just created. So you could upload it to the cloud, you can export it as a file, you can invite people to just look at what you've done. Yeah, so that's just a basic rundown of what SAP Lumira can do for you.
Here are some example customer profiles for companies who use SAP BI products. The first company we'll look at is Deloitte LLP. They have 51,000 employees, and they provide consulting, audit, tax, and financial advisory services. The SAP products that they use include Business Objects Explorer mobile app, Business Objects BI Solutions, and the SAP HANA platform. So with Business Objects mobile app at Deloitte, it allows users to access reports, metrics, and data remotely. Deloitte chose to use the mobile version of Business Objects Explorer on iPads in order to make their meetings with customers more effective. Their representatives at meetings had the data they needed in a streamlined way so as not to be as intrusive with a bigger laptop. When customers have specific questions about some area of the project, such as billables or receivables, Deloitte representatives would provide answers on the spot. Now, SAP HANA at Deloitte, SAP HANA is an in-memory engine, and it has accelerated the delivery of business-critical data several times over. According to Christopher Dinkel, IT leader at Deloitte, HANA improved the speed of information access, and jobs that historically took hours or days now have turnaround times of just minutes. A newer release of SAP Business Objects BI Solutions allows direct connection to SAP HANA for optimized throughput. Relationship building at Deloitte. So accessing data quickly has proven to be more than just a boost to efficiency. It has been a boon to relationship building with customers. The ease of using an iPad keeps the conversation smooth and helps build relationships during meetings. Self-service functionality reduces the load on IT departments and allows users to answer their own data questions. They have had amazing results in their proof of concept. They were able to load 60 million rows of data in just 12 minutes, and reports that used to take 30 minutes were completed in 500 milliseconds. The next company we'll look at is Velux. They're a Danish maker of windows and skylights. They have 10,000 employees and a revenue of 2.4 billion euros annually. SAP Analytics at Velux. They use both SAP Predictive Analytics and visualizations from SAP Lumira. Those products help to establish one truth across their 4,000 users. And the predictive analytics has helped advance the analytical capabilities of the finance department. According to David Very, head of global sales support for Velux, prior to using SAP BI tools, their sales data had been a black box of sorts. Now there's much greater transparency of that data, and the interfaces are much more user-friendly for non-technical people. Users are able to drill down to levels that are useful for them. Benefits to Velux include greater accuracy and monthly planning, including rolling forecasts, better prediction of product failure for enhanced customer service, and more time to spend on strategy and business plans because of a reduction in time in creating reports. By using dashboards, executives had greater control over their monitoring of performance. Now we'll switch gears to consultancy by Kingfisher Limited. They're a technology consulting firm, and the product that they have highlighted use of here is SAP Lumira. Lumira has enabled them to quickly merge data and provide analysis in minutes or hours as opposed to days or weeks. They can rapidly analyze things like their own consultant utilization. According to Matt Hawkins, head of analytics, while the visualizations provide the wow factor, after using Lumira, people see value in less obvious features like data prep and merging. This leads to an empowerment and ease of use for the end user. The last company we'll look at is Celestica. They're an electronics manufacturing services company. Their headquarters are in Toronto, Canada, and their annual revenue is $6 billion. They have 30,000 employees. The following is from Tianbing Chin, who's the Senior Director of Business Support Solutions. He mentioned the following about SAP at Celestica. So Celestica had a large volume of supply chain and lifecycle data, and they wanted to be one of the first in the industry to leverage that data in order to create business value. And benefits that he's seen to Celestica include a reasonable cost of ownership, ease of use, and their use of crystal reports provides a great way to make reports. By using SAP BI, they've created one insight that is saving their client $10 million annually. And as for the rankings of SAP BI, according to Gartner's Magic Quadrant in 2015, SAP is a leader. It's the third year in the row that SAP has been named a leader in Gartner's Magic Quadrant. Thank you so much for listening to our presentation. Please see our references following this. Thank you.